Prince. The purple suits, the electric guitar, the falsetto that could shatter silence and ignite an entire stadium. From Purple Rain to Kiss to 1999, he was more than a musician. He was a phenomenon, a showman who blurred the lines between funk, rock, and pure magic. Who could forget the image of him drenched in rain, guitar screaming under the stage lights, or the way he turned every performance into an unpredictable spectacle? But what if his stage wasn't an arena or a festival? What if the Minneapolis legend stepped down from the clouds of fame to play in the subways of New York? Yes. What if Prince was a subway musician? Imagine rushing through your morning commute, briefcase in hand, when suddenly you hear the unmistakable riffs of Purple Rain echoing through the underground tunnels. You look up, and there he is. Prince, in sequins and shades, commanding a subway platform like Madison Square Garden. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, which celebrity should we imagine living an ordinary life next? The subway station buzzes with its usual chaos, trains screeching, footsteps echoing, announcements muffled. Then, like a thunderclap, a single guitar chord cuts through the noise. Heads turn. On a small amplifier plugged into the wall with a suspiciously long extension cord stands Prince. He's dressed in a purple velvet jacket, ruffled shirt, and heels that click against the tiled floor. His guitar gleams under flickering fluorescent lights. He doesn't need a stage. This cracked platform is enough. People slow their pace, captivated. A group of teenagers start filming. Commuters forget their trains. And even the pigeons on the rafters seem transfixed. Prince strums another chord, tilts his head back, and smirks. The underground is now his kingdom. A businessman in a gray suit hurries by, phone pressed to his ear. Prince follows him with playful riffs, turning each step into a funky soundtrack. The man tries to ignore it, but ends up tapping his foot unconsciously. A small child claps along, and Prince winks. When an elderly woman drops her grocery bag, Prince slides across the platform in his heels, scoops it up with theatrical flair, and returns it with a bow, finishing with a quick guitar lick. The crowd laughs and applauds. Soon, he turns the crowd into part of the show. Yeah, with the sandwich, he calls out. The man hesitates, then holds up his lunch like a microphone. Prince harmonizes with it, turning ham and cheese into backup vocals. Commuters can't help but laugh, shaking their heads at the absurd brilliance. Not everything goes smoothly in the underground. Prince leans dramatically into a solo, only for his amplifier to sputter and buzz. He stares at it, wide-eyed, then taps it like it insulted him. A spark flies, and the crowd gasps. Prince shrugs, plays an unplugged riff, and sings louder, his voice echoing against the concrete walls. The raw power silences the station. Then, in classic Prince fashion, he spins around, slips slightly on a spilled soda, and recovers with a split that makes the crowd cheer wildly. He stands, brushing himself off with exaggerated dignity, as if it was all planned. A group of dancers join in, improvising moves on the platform. Prince grins, launches into "Let's Go Crazy," and suddenly the dull gray station transforms into a disco floor. Even the station attendant peeks out from the booth, bobbing his head. Between songs, Prince rests against the tiled wall, guitar slung across his chest. He gazes at the small crowd around him, strangers united, forgetting the rush of their day. For a moment, he thinks back to the roaring crowds, the lights, the endless encores. But here in the subway, he feels something different, intimate, pure. No ticket prices, no managers, no production. Just music meeting people where they are. A young girl asks shyly, "Are you really Prince?" He smiles softly, kneels down, and places his guitar pick in her hand. "The music is real, darling. That's all that matters." The girl beams as her mother wipes away a tear. The crowd claps softly, moved by the tenderness of the moment. As the evening rush begins, Prince decides to close with a bang. He strums the haunting chords of Purple Rain, his voice rising and echoing through the tunnels. Commuters stop mid-step, phones lower, silence falls. The sound of trains fades into the background as the underground becomes a cathedral of music. One by one, voices join him. A teenager sings backup, a woman sways with her child, a man holds up a lighter like it's a stadium encore. The entire station becomes a choir, united under purple echoes. When the final note lingers in the damp air, Prince lowers his guitar, bows deeply, and whispers, "Every place can be a stage, if you believe." He winks, spins on his heels, and disappears into the crowd, leaving only the faint smell of perfume and the memory of an underground miracle. And now, dear viewer, let me ask you, which other celebrity would you like to see living an ordinary life? Write it in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe for more stories like this, because reality may be ordinary, but in imagination, anything is possible.